Okay, whenever I speak to job seekers, this is their favorite story. These guys were hired by a zoo to go down to Brazil and catch some monkeys. This was a long time ago before there were rocket-propelled nets and things like that. And so they went down on a ship with their tent, and they walked into the jungle. And when they found these monkeys that they were supposed to get, they realized these monkeys are way too fast for us. There's no way we're going to be able to catch them by chasing them and grabbing them with our hands. They were tired and hungry, so they set up their tent and they went down to the river with their jugs to get some water. And when they got back, the monkeys had gotten into their tent and they could hear them banging things around. And the monkeys heard them coming, and so they took off running. And the men got up to their tent and they saw that the monkeys had scattered pots and pans and silverware and anything shiny they had been fooling around with. And they realized, well, yeah, here in the jungle, monkeys never see shiny objects and they're fascinated by them. Maybe we can use this to our advantage. And so they devised a trap. They got a coconut and they cut a little hole in the middle of it, just about the size where a monkey, if it shriveled up its paw, it could fit their paw in there. And they anchored the coconut to a log or something, and they cut a shiny metal circle out of a pan and dropped it in the coconut. And the monkeys are watching them the whole time. And they went off behind some bushes with their gunny sacks, and pretty soon the monkeys started to come down because the guys were far enough away where the monkeys knew they could get the shiny thing out of the coconut and get away. First one hops up on that log, sticks its paw inside the coconut, gets a hold of that shiny thing, but then it couldn't get it out. So the guys come running from behind the bushes, and the monkey's hopping around and yanking at his paw and squealing and couldn't get it out. And the men put that gunny sack over the monkey, and they shook the monkey's paw loose, and they were able to just tie it up, and they could catch monkeys all day. So why am I telling monkey stories? Because there are shiny things that we hold on to in our lives that keep us from progressing. Sometimes they might get us killed. When I tell this story in prisons to people that are about to get released from jail, they have these classes to get them ready to be released. And they're not keeping secrets. They've already told each other why they're there. And somebody will say, oh, well, I know what my shiny thing is. It's my anger management problem, or it's my addiction. Alcohol got me from one thing to another thing. Another guy will say, well, pornography is what led to me getting thrown in here. They all know what their shiny things are. And everybody has shiny things. I've got mine that I'm trying to let go of. And if we don't let go of these shiny things, they're going to ruin our lives. They'll keep us from succeeding in a job interview, or if we have a job, they might lead to us getting fired. Now, don't try to let go of all your shiny things at once. And for heaven's sakes, if you're in a job interview or you go to a job fair, there's not the place to tell people what your shiny thing is. That's not putting your best foot forward. So you don't bring it up there. What I hope you'll do is that at home sometime, you'll get a piece of paper out and a pencil and write down what your shiny thing is. Don't make a list of 10 of them. That'll get you discouraged and you'll quit. But maybe just 1, 2, 3 at the most. And write down what shiny thing you need to let go of in order to have a better life. Sometimes we need help from other people, a lot of times. And there are groups that can help us to let go of our shiny thing and to change. When I was a Boy Scout, we liked to go backpacking. And sometimes we'd be climbing a tall mountain where it was really steep. And so there were these switchbacks that we'd walk up. And it was really easy sometimes to reach out to the side of the mountain and pick up a rock, and we would set it on the sleeping bag or the pack of the guy in front of us. This we thought was entertaining as teenage boys. But then when we got to the top of the mountain and realized somebody else had been putting rocks in our pack, we got rid of those things right away because we didn't want to be carrying any extra weight. So doesn't it make sense to let go of our burdens that are making our backpack heavier? To let go of those things and get rid of them as soon as we find out that they're there? But again, do it just with the most important one first. I hope this will help you get the job that you want to get. Who can you share this with? Thank you.